Not looking. Listening.
That sounds like the guy who just attacked us.
Sounds like an insect.
Yeah, it does. Like
Like a cicada.
who's cicada?
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got new flash footage to break down. The title of the episode officially is The Death of Vibe, so everybody say a prayer for Cisco. But I think we all know what the writers are winking at from behind the camera. There's a new round of that Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. So we'll start with the Death of Vibe stuff. So you see that open hole in the ground with all of his Vibe gear crunched up. He gets stabbed in the back with that dagger that Cicada has been using. I think the whole idea is he's probably going to lose his powers. They foreshadowed that heavily during episode 2 because Cisco spent the entire episode not being able to use his powers because he was so emotionally attached to Gypsy. Like in a literal way, their vibes connected them across the multiverse, so he was just catatonic for most of the first couple of episodes because he couldn't deal with it. The Cecile stuff was also a bit of foreshadowing for that too, like she's losing her powers, Cicada's dagger sucked away all Barry's powers and he had to fight him just like a normal person would. So they're just getting you used to the idea that part of the season will be them dealing with that and learning how to take him down without always being able to use their powers. Like that's what Sherlock Wells is all about at the end of the trailer. Even though Sherlock Holmes seems like he has superpowers of deduction, he's just a totally normal person that's incredibly intelligent. So in the way that they're hand in hand with investigating crimes, criminals, the things the Team Flash does, but they used to rely on their high-tech satellite for. So that's why they destroyed the satellite with a thinker. Just looking at the other footage here, obviously they want to make you think like Cicada is going to go after Joe. He is still sitting down in that frame. Remember, the joke is that he's been sitting down in almost every single scene that he's been in since the first half of the season. Maybe the actor hurt himself in real life, who knows? But the whole idea here is that he's probably going after someone that he senses is a meta. Maybe that's why his dagger is glowing. Maybe it acts as sort of a divining rod for him. He's supposed to be this regular blue-collar guy, so it's not like he has a lot of go back and change things because you create Flashpoint. Nora is convinced that she can stop Barry from disappearing during that future crisis event that we keep seeing in the newspaper. But every single time something like this happens, usually the person that was dead does not come back and the people that are left alive have to just learn to deal with it. So if you're confused why they're going so full Cicada this early in the season, And inside the Flash Museum, she stole reverse tachyons. So it just sounds like they're trying to wink at that from the comics. So just would be cool if they try to tie all these Easter eggs together. But obviously no confirmation. They haven't said anything about how they're going to use the Reverse Flash this season. The way they've been teasing these story arcs though, I wouldn't be surprised if they wait till a little bit later in the season to tease Reverse Flash out. Let me know in the comments though, who do you think is going to be the real big villain of the season if it's not going to be Cicada? I've got some new Spider-Man Far From Home footage to break down. That video we'll post in a little while, so no worries. Congratulations to the giveaway winner from my last big video, Nuigi12. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Click here for my episode 2 video, and click here to learn when the Avengers 4 trailer is dropping and watch Tom Hiddleston talk all about the Loki character. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.
Testing.
You know, I thought I might have been the only one who noticed, at least until I read this comment on Mac Rumors from user Roman Empire. But while I was watching the September 2018 keynote, I was blown away that even Apple's own executives, who need I remind you, managed to muster at least some excitement about the iPhone 5C, just didn't seem to care about their newest and shiniest flagships. Why didn't they care? What could compel someone to upgrade their existing iPhone 10? What are the selling points here? What could compel someone to upgrade even an iPhone 7 for that matter? And why hasn't Linus segued into the sponsor for this video yet? Oh, wait, no, that was it. Today's video is brought to you by Origin PC. Origin PC's Evo 15S is only 4.3 pounds, features a smooth 144Hz 1080p display and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 Max Q. Check out their latest deals at the link below. I actually almost bailed on this video entirely in favor of a totally different concept where I walked around like man on the street style and pretended to show people the latest new iPhone. Except it was actually just gonna be an iPhone 10 because honestly, even I, a tech nerd, would need to install IDA or check the model number or the storage capacity of one of the new 512 gig models to know that it's a 2018 model year, unless it was gold. That's the one new thing this year, a gold color. So the truth is, I've actually spent the last couple of weeks using the iPhone XS Max as my everyday phone, and I've been struggling to find anything to say about this thing that isn't a list of petty complaints, many of which I've given up any hope that Apple will even fix. And I'm having a really hard time, so I guess all we can do is get into it. Almost immediately after opening the box, I began missing my Samsung Galaxy Note 9.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
It's got a more subtle rounding of the corners, meaning you get more usable screen real estate, and oh right, when I slid out the SIM tray, no expandable storage, still, and not even dual SIM on this model. Now I talked about this in my Note 9 review, but the is the zero compromises nature of it. It's big, and it's expensive. But other than a lackluster commitment to software support, which is something Samsung really does need to address, it gives up nothing. By contrast, on my over $1,000 new iPhone, I haven't even installed my first app, and I find myself reaching for my stupid headphone dongle. The one I already had, mind you, because they don't even include one in the box anymore. And I'm staring at what, well, at first looked like a massive notch by late 2018 standards. At least that is until Google released the Pixel 3 XL and the game changed somewhat. That's neither here nor there. While I'm whining, I really, really hate the name of the iPhone XS. For those of you who are wondering, the last time Apple used Roman numerals in its product naming scheme was 1994, and they never went higher than 3. Why would that be? Well, because it's confusing. Almost no one that I know in the mainstream refers to the iPhone X as anything other than the iPhone X. And look, Apple, if you're gonna do something stupid like this, do it properly.